The name Aalar or Allah is mentioned in the Bible. Disclaimer: the interpretation of this message and my rewording is an attempt to show the chasm and the vast divide that is between the different religions, be it in religions like Judaism and Hinduism and Islamism and Shintoism and Christendom and Catholicism, and it is with the errors with the false doctrine that are in the other religions and with their rituals, and their worship practices that are now in the world. And with this rewording, I am hopeful that many eyes would be open, and just maybe, we all would be able to see the truth, and that this would help everyone even by the highlighting of these errors, that are out there, and that this will encourage many to acknowledge them, and that it is not about their God and their religion, but it is about knowing who is the true Sovereign One, whom is known as and is, and Elu'hymn, and that is the only true sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth. And it is now the time for all of us to be wise and to become astute followers of Elu'hymn, and to recognize this deception, and that it is Shaitan, whom is doing it. And that it is time for us to embrace Elu'hymn. Because this is the reason why old God has deceived the world, because he doesn't want us to come to know the sacred holy name of and who's the sovereign whom is called Elu'hymn. And this is why we all are being deceived by God, and into the idolomancy of all these gods, and by these deceivers of the people who are sincere, but whom have being deceived into the worship of God, and who are worshipping their gods and even old God, whom is known in the world by so many different names. And that it is also by the lordolatry and the deception of his Son, who is known also by so many different names, like Yeshua and Yeshua and Ihs and Gesu and Jesus. And also by his servants them and his missionaries and his prophets, and also by the Jesuits and the Jesuites. And it is because of them and the error of worshipping him and old God, and also all of these so-called gods of men. And it is because of us not knowing the sacred holy name of And that's the error it is with the worshipping of the many different gods, and with the allegiance to God and Jesus, and our adherence to the many leaders of these false religions, that are damning the whole wide world. And that is why we all are being deceived by Shaitan, and friend, it is all about seeing the error with all of them, and it is about discerning the truth, and learning the sacred holy name of the Sovereign One, whose name is known as Elu'hymn. And is not by acknowledging the name of any god, nor any of their names, but by the reverencing of Elu'hymn, and also by calling upon his names, and upon whom is the true Sovereign One, and whom is the odd of all who are in the heavens and the earth, and by the Hebrews people of the King James Bible, and who are is, and Elu'hymn, and Elu'hymn, and whom is the true sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth. Thank you. Ezra 2:58, all the Nethinims, and the children of Solomon's servants, were 392. Ezra 2:59, and these were some of the people that returned to Jerusalem. And also there were other priests with the Maliks and Mullahs and the Emirs which came from the Malayan desert and the Sudans, and from the desert of Arabia, and the Maliks and from Tel Melas, Romania, and Greece, and countries which are from off the coast of Malaikos. And from those which are from the other parts of the northern and southern Asia, and from Tel Haifa, and the Palestina, and the cities of the Palatinate, and from parts of Syria and Egypt, and from Kuwait, and from the now Arabs Emirates. And the sons of Ben and Ladan, and the priests who came from Emir, and from parts of Russia and Germany and Sweden, but they could not show their father's house, and their seed, and whether they were of Israel or not. 1 Esdras 5:35, and all the ministers that ministered in the temple, at that time, they were from the Nethinims whom were the temple helpers that came in because of the affinity with the foreign wives of Solomon and his sons, and from the servants of Solomon, and they were from whose children who came back after the Babylon captivity. And they were about 372. 1 Esdras 5:36, and these all came back to Jerusalem. And they were sent back by the leaders of the Abyssinia, Ethiopia, and by the Maliks, and by the other priests and the other religious leaders who were there, and who came from certain parts of Asia, and from the Emirs and the Mullahs, with even those who were with the Muslim caliphs in those days, and who came in with their different religious teachings, and who came with a very strong religious belief system? And there were strong leaders, like the caliphs, and those who were followers of the Prophet Muhammad, and others who were with these religious sects, and who were leading the people to worship their God, even the God Aalar, and they were teaching all the people them about Aalar, and also about their customs and their laws, and about the one and only one God, Aalar, whom is the God of the people of the Muslims' religious sect, and who were with the Maliks that were from Asia, and the priests from Romania and mullahs from parts of Asia, and also those who were from Abyssinia, Ethiopia, and from the other desert parts of Arabia, like Medina and others, and who were with the emirs and the mullahs and the maliks of southern Asia, and also all those who were from the other parts of Asia. 1 Esdras 5:37, and these were priests and leaders of the people who came into Jerusalem, and they could neither show their family tree nor their stock, and they could not tell whether they were from Israel, and if they were from the stock of Israel. And there were also there the priests who were in Jerusalem, who were from the sons of Ban and Laden, and also the sons of Nicodan, and they were 652 strong. 1 Esdras 5:38, but the priests of Aalar, they usurped themselves in the offices of the priesthood of Elu'hymn, and they were not found worthy to be in the priesthood, and these were the sons of Abdiah, and the sons of Achaz, and the sons of Aduz, and Agia, who were married to one of the daughters of Berzelius, the people of Stockholm in Sweden, and whose sons were named after him. 1 Esdras 5:39, and when the description of their priesthood was in question, and also, who were from the kindred of these men, and that it was sought out from in the registry, and from the family tree of their houses, and from the Levites, and that they were not found, then they were all removed from executing the office of the priesthood. 1 Esdras 5:40, and also because of their strong beliefs, and because of their strong character and their doctrine, and because it was about Aalar. And also because it was also about all the other gods of the different religions, which were contradictions and controversial heresies, which were controversially opposite to all the ways and the teachings and the laws and the sayings and the holy oracles of Elu'hymn, and which was totally different and controversial to all the sayings and the teachings of the prophets of Elu'hymn, and to the people of Israel. Then these priests, they were all removed by Nehemiah and Atharias, and they were also excommunicated from the priesthood, so that they should not be partakers of the holy things of Elu'hymn. And until a proper high priest should be raised up, so that the people of Israel, they could be taught with the right doctrine and with the truth, and in the true sayings and in the laws that was in the holy oracles of Elu'hymn, and about Elu'hymn, whom is the Almighty, and whom is known as the Holy One, whom was then called the Christ, and Elu, the Son, whom resembles the Son, in all of its glory, and Elu'yah, whom is the sovereign King of all the heavens and the earth. Thank you. The end. To be continued. Friends, would you please visit my YouTube channel, which is called The Pure Gospel of Elu'hymn. Thank you.